Have you ever noticed that as the years go by, the shape and strength of your hips and glutes begin to change sometimes faster than expected? For many adults over 60, the muscles around the hips gradually lose strength and fullness, which can make the glute area appear flatter, less supported, or less firm than it once was. This change is not just cosmetic. Research on age-related muscle loss, known as sarcopenia, shows that after age 60, the body naturally loses muscle mass and strength if those muscles are not actively trained. The gluteal muscles, especially the gluteus maximus and gluteus medius, play a crucial role in posture, balance, and everyday movements such as standing up, climbing stairs, and walking confidently. When these muscles become weak or underused, the hips may feel less stable and daily movements can require more effort. Another common issue is that many people perform exercises that mainly work the thighs or lower back, but do not properly activate the glute muscles themselves. Over time, this means the glutes receive very little stimulation, which contributes to reduced muscle tone and support around the hips. The good news is that the glute muscles respond very well to the right type of training even later in life. In today's video, I'll show you 4 simple exercises designed to strengthen different regions of the glute muscles. Together, they help support the upper portion of the glutes, the side stabilizing muscles, the main glute muscle, and the lower supporting fibers, helping the hips feel stronger, more stable, and more supported over time. Before we dive in, drop a comment with your first name, age, and where you're watching from. This is more than just a video. It's a community of strong, smart adults, over 60, choosing better movement, one step at a time. Let's move forward together. Before we start the exercises, it helps to understand how the glute muscles work. The glutes are not just one muscle. They are a group of muscles that work together to support your hips, stabilize your pelvis, and help your body move safely and efficiently. Each of the 4 exercises in today's routine focuses on activating a slightly different region of this muscle group. Donkey kick helps activate the upper portion of the gluteus maximus, which contributes to the fullness and firmness of the upper glute area. Fire hydrant targets the gluteus medius, an important muscle on the side of the hips that supports balance and hip stability. Kneeling squat strengthens the gluteus maximus as a whole, the largest muscle responsible for powerful hip movement. Hip thrust emphasizes the lower supporting fibers of the gluteus maximus, helping improve strength and support under the glutes. Together, these 4 movements help train the glutes in a more complete and balanced way. Exercise 1. Donkey kick, activating the upper region of the gluteus maximus. The first exercise is the donkey kick, a simple movement that helps activate the upper portion of the gluteus maximus, the largest muscle in the glute group. This region contributes to the lifted appearance and firmness of the upper glute area while also playing an important role in hip extension, the motion your body uses when walking, climbing stairs, or rising from a chair. Studies in biomechanics show that targeted hip extension exercises can significantly increase glute activation, especially when performed with controlled movement and proper posture. When the upper region of the gluteus maximus is regularly engaged, it helps support the pelvis and maintain healthier hip mechanics. Many adults notice that when this region becomes stronger, the hips feel more supported and daily movements feel smoother and more stable. This exercise also serves as a gentle way to wake up the glute muscles before moving on to the rest of the routine. Step-by-step instructions to begin. Position yourself on the floor on your hands and knees. Your hands should be directly under your shoulders, and your knees should be under your hips. Keep your back neutral, neither overly arched nor rounded, and gently engage your core muscles. Slowly lift one leg behind you while keeping the knee bent at about a 90-degree angle. Raise the foot toward the ceiling by extending your hip. As you lift, focus on tightening the glute muscle of the working leg rather than swinging the leg upward. Lift until your thigh is roughly in line with your torso. At the top of the movement, pause for 1 or 2 seconds, gently squeezing the glute muscle. Then slowly lower the knee back toward the floor with control. Repeat for 10 to 12 repetitions, then switch to the other leg. A few important tips can make this exercise much more effective. Try to keep your hips level and avoid twisting your pelvis as the leg lifts. Also, avoid arching your lower back to gain extra height. The movement should come from the hip joint, not the lower spine. Moving slowly and with control will help ensure the glute muscles, not momentum, do the work. Exercise 2. Fire Hydrant, strengthening the gluteus medius for hip stability. The second exercise is the fire hydrant, a movement that focuses on strengthening the gluteus medius, one of the most important stabilizing muscles of the hips. This muscle sits on the outer side of the pelvis and plays a key role in keeping the hips balanced when you walk. Stand on one leg or shift your weight from side to side. Research in movement science shows that the gluteus medius is essential for pelvic stability and balance, particularly as we age. When this muscle is weak, the hips may feel less steady and walking can require more effort. By strengthening the gluteus medius, this exercise helps support better hip alignment and contributes to the overall shape and firmness of the outer glute region. Many people find that when this muscle becomes stronger, their movements feel more controlled and their hips feel more stable during everyday activities. Step-by-step instructions begin in the same starting position used for the previous exercise, hands and knees on the floor. Place your hands directly under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Keep your spine in a neutral position and gently engage your abdominal muscles for support. From this position, slowly lift one knee out to the side, keeping the knee bent at roughly a 90-degree angle. Imagine your leg opening like a hinge at the hip. Lift the knee only as high as you can while keeping your hips stable and facing the floor. Pause briefly at the top of the movement for 1 second, focusing on the contraction along the outer hip. Then slowly lower the knee back to the starting position with control. Perform 10 to 12 repetitions, then switch to the other side. A common mistake is allowing the body to lean or rotate as the leg lifts. Try to keep your torso steady and avoid shifting your weight to the opposite side. Another mistake is lifting the leg too high, which can cause the lower back to compensate. Instead, focus on slow, controlled movement and steady breathing. Even a small range of motion can effectively activate the gluteus medius when performed correctly. Exercise 3. Kneeling squat, strengthening the gluteus maximus as the main power muscle. The third exercise is the kneeling squat, a movement that focuses on strengthening the gluteus maximus, the largest and most powerful muscle in the glute group. This muscle is responsible for extending the hips and generating strength during many everyday activities such as standing up, climbing stairs, and maintaining upright posture. When the gluteus maximus becomes stronger, it provides greater support for the hips and pelvis. Research in functional movement shows that strong hip extension muscles are closely linked to better mobility, improved walking mechanics, and greater independence in daily life. Unlike many traditional lower body exercises that heavily involve the thighs, the kneeling squat shifts the emphasis toward the glute muscles themselves. By practicing this movement regularly, you help build overall strength in the gluteus maximus, which contributes to stronger hips and a more supported lower body. Step-by-step instructions start by kneeling on a comfortable surface, such as an exercise mat. Your knees should be about hip-width apart, and your torso should be upright with your shoulders relaxed. Keep your chest lifted and your core gently engaged to support your spine. From this position, slowly move your hips backward toward your heels, lowering your body slightly while keeping your torso tall. Think of it as sitting back while remaining in a kneeling position. Then press your hips forward and return to the upright kneeling position. As you come up, focus on contracting the glute muscles to bring your hips forward rather than pushing with your lower back. Pause briefly at the top of the movement and maintain a tall posture before beginning the next repetition. Perform 10 to 12 repetitions at a slow and controlled pace. One common mistake is leaning the torso too far forward, which can shift the effort away from the glutes. Try to keep your upper body upright so the hips perform most of the work. Another mistake is moving too quickly. This exercise is most effective when performed slowly and with control, allowing the gluteus maximus to fully engage during the movement. Exercise 4. Hip thrust, strengthening the lower region of the gluteus maximus for better support. The fourth exercise is the hip thrust, and this is one of the most effective movements for strengthening the gluteus maximus, particularly the lower supporting fibers of the muscle. These fibers help provide structural support beneath the glute area and contribute to the firmness and stability of the hips. In exercise science, the hip thrust is widely recognized for producing high levels of glute muscle activation, especially during the top portion of the movement when the hips are fully extended. Stronger glute muscles help support the pelvis and assist with movements like standing up, walking, and maintaining good posture. Many people are surprised to learn that improving strength in this region can make the hips feel more stable and supported during everyday activities. When practiced regularly with good form, the hip thrust helps develop stronger, more resilient glute muscles that support the entire hip structure. Step-by-step instructions to begin. Sit on the floor with your upper back resting against a sturdy surface such as a bench, couch, or stable chair. Bend your knees and place your feet flat on the floor about hip-width apart, with your heels positioned a comfortable distance from your body. Let your arms rest lightly on the bench for balance. From this starting position, gently engage your core and begin to lift your hips upward by pressing your feet into the floor. As your hips rise, focus on contracting your glute muscles rather than pushing with your lower back. Continue lifting until your torso and thighs form a straight line. At the top of the movement, pause for 1 to 2 seconds, squeezing the glutes before slowly lowering the hips back down. Aim for 10 to 12 repetitions, performed slowly and with control. A common mistake is pushing the hips too high and arching the lower back. Instead, think about lifting the hips only until the body forms a straight line. Another mistake is placing the feet too far away or too close to the body. Adjust your foot position until you feel the effort centered in the glutes rather than the thighs. Moving slowly and focusing on the glute contraction will make this exercise far more effective. Now that you've seen each movement individually, let's bring them together into a simple routine you can remember and practice regularly at home. Many viewers tell us that after watching several exercises, it can be hard to remember the order. So here is an easy way to think about this routine. Start with donkey kicks. This exercise gently activates the upper region of the gluteus maximus, helping prepare the glute muscles for the rest of the workout. Perform about 10 to 12 repetitions on each leg. Next, move to the fire hydrant. This exercise strengthens the gluteus medius, the muscle on the side of the hips that supports balance and pelvic stability. Again, perform 10 to 12 repetitions on each side, moving slowly and with control. After that, perform the kneeling squat, which focuses on strengthening the gluteus maximus as a whole, helping develop overall hip strength. Aim for 10 to 12 repetitions. Finally, complete the routine with the hip thrust, which emphasizes the lower supporting fibers of the gluteus maximus and helps improve strength and support beneath the glutes. Perform 10 to 12 repetitions. You can repeat this circuit 2 to 3 times, depending on your comfort level. Practiced consistently, this short routine helps keep the glute muscles active, strong, and supportive. The exercises presented in this video are intended for educational and general fitness purposes only. They are designed to help support healthy movement and muscle strength as part of an active lifestyle. However, this content is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you have existing medical conditions, joint pain, recent injuries, or concerns about starting a new exercise routine, it is always best to consult with your physician or a qualified healthcare professional before beginning. Listen to your body while exercising. Move slowly, maintain proper form, and stop any movement that causes pain or significant discomfort. Your safety and well-being always come first. For many people over 60, finding the right exercises can feel confusing. There is so much information online, And not all of it is designed with older adults in mind. Some routines focus only on intense workouts, while others overlook the muscles that truly support daily movement. But the truth is simple. Your body can continue to build strength and resilience at any age. The key is choosing movements that work with your body, not against it. The 4 exercises you practice today: donkey kick, fire hydrant, kneeling squat, and hip thrust, each support a different region of the glute muscles. Together, they help activate the upper portion of the glutes, strengthen the stabilizing muscles on the sides of the hips, build strength in the main glute muscle, and improve support from the lower fibers of the gluteus maximus. When these muscles work together, something powerful happens. Walking can feel steadier. Standing up from a chair can feel easier. Your hips feel more supported, and everyday movements become smoother and more confident. And perhaps most importantly, you begin to feel more connected to your own strength again. You do not need complicated equipment or long workouts to start seeing positive changes. With consistency, patience, and good form, even a few minutes of focused movement each day can help your body stay strong and capable. Remember, healthy aging is not about perfection. It is about continuing to move, continuing to strengthen, and continuing to care for your body. These 4 exercises are a simple step in that direction. Now we want to hear from you. Which of these exercises surprised you most? Have you ever experienced something similar? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We read every single one.